So we're going to start off tonight with a perception check from Krohl.
Let's go. Hey, that's not too bad.
Hey,
that's
pretty good.
A 19.
All right. As everyone is winded down, found a nice little peaceful patch of grass to curl up in. Krohl is sitting there, eyes wide, unyielding, and he notices a small flicker down the road. And it was almost like a torch he saw for a second, and then it almost looked like someone extinguished it. And then over the next few moments, you can kind of see a figure or two maybe of smaller stature approaching, and he's unable to get a clear picture. They're staying well hidden, but he is able to note their presence.
Put on your glasses, Krohl.
Shh. He's in denial. Leave him alone. Alright.
Shit, when did Krohl become me?
Alright, Rackle. You see those shapes over there? Did you see the firelight?
Yeah.
Maybe we should wake the others. I think we have company of it. We're being watched. And then he actually leans over to Llew and shakes him. Hey, Llew! Llew, wake up!
What's going on?
We've got company. People are watching our camp.
And as Krohl is making all this kind of commotion, he actually sees 2 or 3 figures run back the way that they had come.
Damn it, there they go! I knew there was people out here.
What's all the commotion?
Every time we sit still, and you guys were asleep, I'm not sure who they are, but they keep wandering closer and closer to camp.
Okay, so I have a solution for that, if you want to hear it.
By all means.
Why don't I become like a squirrel or something and go out in the woods right there? And they shouldn't notice me as a squirrel.
More power to you.
And she animal shapes into a squirrel and walks into the woods and posts up into a tree.
Ben, are you awake? Ben!
What?
Ben, quietly, Ben.
It is the middle of the night. How am I supposed to get a good night's sleep when you're interrupting it?
There are people watching us, Ben.
Krohl never sleeps. There's always someone watching us.
No other people, Ben.
By the way, I'm not into that, so...
As Raven turns into a squirrel and
Squirrels away.
starts jumping through the tree branches, she comes upon a small group. Could we roll a squirrel perception?
Squirrelception.
Squirrelception.
That's an 18.
Hey.
Squirrels can see.
I fucking hope so.
And more than anything, squirrels can hear. What Squirrel Raven picks up on is a group of 3 halflings, and each one of them is talking. You hear the conversation between all 3 of them bickering.
See, I told you that there was somebody. Well, I didn't mean to hit them.
And she crawls down and she sits down next to them, but as a squirrel, and is just vibing there.
Like, on the ground?
Yeah, like right next to their fire and whatnot, just vibing.
Yo, what's up with this weird squirrel, dude?
I know, right? He's not acting right.
Guys, do you see that squirrel over there? Hey, come here.
Yo, what's up?
Whoa.
Hello, what's up?
One of them is actually going to grab, a stick from the fire, and is like, get back!
She turns into her full furball height and is just like, you guys hit my friend. It was just a mistake, right? I heard you.
What? Yes,
Why did you do that? I'm not gonna hurt you. I don't got any of my weapons on me, I'm just...
Well then, why don't you take a seat down?
And the one holding his stick is actually going to set it back down in the fire.
She sits down with him.
Well, you see, this is part of our racetrack. We do night races.
Oh, and that's why it's a circle. I gotcha.
It's supposed to be a blocked off area. I mean, everybody in the area kind of knows, but you must be just traveling through.
Yeah, we are.
Well, basically, we were racing, and then there was this guy, and he said that he did look undead.
He kinda is. Just a little bit.
So he was saying that we shouldn't even come out here looking, because if something's already dead, what's the point of looking for something that's dead? It's just gonna get up and walk away. But lo and behold, here we are.
Oh, well, is there any way I could convince you gentlemen to come back to our camp and just apologize to him. He gets a little riled up. That's it. He just needs somebody to tell him that they're sorry. He's not gonna hurt you, I promise. I'll hold him back.
They all kind of look at you and then look amongst themselves, and then they all turn around and put their arms on each other's backs, and you hear them kind of whispering to each other.
Also, could you give us directions to Hilliard?
New Hilliard.
New Hilliard? Our new Hilliard?
You just hear them kind of whispering again. Then they turn around.
Well, is it alright if just one of us goes?
Yeah.
And they put the two of them push the one that's in the middle forward.
You know that you hit him, so it's your responsibility.
Motherfucker.
And then the one who kind of gets pushed forward goes,
Well, I mean, it's pretty much just, you go and then you either take the river or you take the road.
Alright, we were having troubles finding the road.
What?
Yeah.
You're on the road.
Okay, but it just goes in a giant circle.
What? That's the detour that we made for our racetrack.
You
This explains so much.
You fucking nincome fucking poop!
God, can I just go and apologize already?
Can you just, look, I got a map right here. Can you just, draw where I'm supposed to go? Holds out a pen.
he walks forward
A
and
piece of charcoal.
blows on the fire and grabs a little piece of charcoal and literally just goes and draws this little curving arc right next to the area where you guys think you are.
This is the detour.
Oh!
And this is the road.
Oh, okay. All right.
Our racetrack, and he just uses his finger and he shows that it's on the other side of the Builder's Road from where that loop is.
Yeah.
And he says, our racetrack is here and it utilizes the road right here.
All right. I thank you for that. Do you need a ride?
Do I need a ride?
Do you want to ride? Do you want to ride back to my camp?
I mean, it's just down there a little ways.
Oh, okay. We're just trying to be nice. All right, let's go then.
You think I want somebody to carry me around all the time?
No,
I've got legs.
No, I'm literally gonna turn into a deer and you can just ride on my back.
Gonna use all your wild shapes.
I'm gonna go back to sleep after this.
Who do you know about my wild shapes?
All right, fine. Let's just go.
So this halfling walks following Raven back to the camp.
Alright, well, hey.
And he tugs on your shirt.
Yeah.
You said he's not gonna get mad, right?
He shouldn't, and if he does, then I'm just gonna hold him back and we're just gonna tell him to take it easy.
Alright.
He gets a little mad, but he's
You go make the
he's
introduction.
reasonable. Hey, Krohl.
Yeah?
We got somebody here who wants to apologize to you.
Apologize?
Yeah,
For what?
for hitting you accidentally.
Wait. Are you talking about when they ran me over?
Yeah, this is apparently a racetrack, and they didn't see you, and he just wants to apologize to you for causing you trouble.
That's why it's a loop.
Yeah.
Well, mystery solved. I'm going back to bed.
Oh, good night, Ben. You cranky bastard.
What's all this commotion about? Oh,
Howdy.
there's a halfling.
Mm-hmm. Apparently he's the one that ran me over with a wagon.
Oh, this must be the new Hillier racetrack that I heard about.
Now talk to yourself.
Best part.
Yeah, we're from the racetrack. I was manning the helm of the wagon that happened to hit your friend. I just was here to, make sure that everyone was okay and to apologize.
Krohl's gonna just kind of casually walk over and just kind of go down on one knee and be like, I can't fault you for not seeing me in the dark, especially on a racetrack. I'll let this one slide. Thanks for apologizing, I appreciate it.
We appreciate your understanding. That's
Not a problem, my friend.
Oh, they also showed us where we went wrong and where we need to go.
Well, that's rather handy of you, thank you.
yeah. It's just down the road that way. You're going the right way.
Right on.
He made a little mark on my map right here, so, sir, you are free to go. Enjoy your night.
Excuse me, friend, before you go.
Yes?
Do you have a permit for this racetrack?
Oh my god.
A permit?
Just let him go.
I mean, it is a pretty serious offense. Speeding and all of that.
And
I'm just kidding. I enjoy a good race from now and again.
Honestly, Lou, I mean, this is a game that I'd love to check out sometime.
Perhaps in the future. Have a good night, my friend.
thank you all. You as well.
Well, that went out without a hit.
After all of this, so this halfling departs, and everyone finds their way back to bed, and everybody has a good night's sleep, and it is now the early morning. I assume Sana would be a pretty early waker. Ben, also, normally.
Raven also.
Krohl doesn't sleep. God, I can't imagine existence where you're just awake all the time.
I would appreciate that a whole lot more than sleeping. I would get a whole bunch more fucking done.
That's what I was thinking.
I suppose that's fair.
Morning, Krohl.
Morning. No activity last night, and I'm ready and raring to go.
Oh, no activity last night. Yeah, if there's no activity, I wouldn't have been woken up.
Morning
Why are
to
you
you
so
too.
grumpy?
Because I was woken up in the middle of the night.
Yeah, that could have been an ambush. You don't know.
Well, Ben, do you have that jerky that we had stored? Since we didn't have a fire going, I just, get something dry going.
Of course, I do. He's going to retrieve the jerky.
Well, you better wake Princey Boy, and I'll wake the elf.
He just goes over and, kind of kicks his sleeping roll.
Oh, what?
Lou, get up.
Good morning to you too, Ben.
He turns around and heads back to his seat.
What's so good about it?
What's so good about it if I can't get a good night's sleep? Bah, 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 bah.
Another glorious morning.
Bah, humbug. Hate. Loathe entirely.
All right, we are ready and raring.
So everyone takes a moment to kind of get up and stretch and settle themselves, saddle the horses, and guys get going at a pretty early time this morning, waking with the sun. You guys travel through the day with no real event. Like I said, there's kind of this, patchy forests that you go through, and then these nice open kind of grasslands. Small rolling hills throughout, and as you progress through the day, you guys, make some small stops for whatever it might be, collect some water here and there, go for a piss, take a food break, easy day. And as you are coming closer to evening, not quite dusk, but the sun is, you've got maybe a half hour, 45 minutes left of sun before it goes over the horizon. You start to see some small remnants of civilization. Just more traffic. You see, for the first time, more people actually passing you on the road. And Rackle says, "Oh, well, it looks like we're nearing harmony. That, I assume, would be the next civilization."
It appears so.
Harmony, is that like a tranquility resort or something?
Nope, just your run-of-the-mill civilization. Just pretty normal town. I guess the main thing they got going for them is kind of a main junction point on your way to New Hallir. I mean, that, or you could keep going and take the river. Either way, you're passing through Harmony if you're going to Hallir.
Well, I suppose we should head on in and see if we can find some good food for the night.
I couldn't agree more.
Sounds good to me.
Yeah, I could use a smeckle of something.
Let's get some perception checks from those who'd like to see what they see.
I see things.
That's a 12.
That's a 13.
Dirty 20.
I got a rock.
Yeah, so like I said, you start seeing more people on the road, and as you keep going, you see some houses scattered off the road, and you start to see some farmsteads and whatnot. And then you see a city gate that you pass through as it's open, And just like Rackle had said, this town looks like it's pampered to get people to stay for as long as it can. There's a fair number of inns on the main street. You see multiple taverns, lots of different shops. So it definitely is an area that, like he said, has benefited from people simply passing through. And so a lot of everything's tailored to that.
Excellent. Another tourist trap.
It's a medium-sized town in the UP.
Yeah.
Are we passing through St. Ignace?
All right. I guess.
I guess I'll go to Llew, since you have such a great role. Is there anything that you're particularly looking for?
I think I'm just looking for. I guess probably just looking for what seems to be like the best option for like a tavern around here. Maybe somewhere that we could obviously get, food, but also potentially might have people that would have information to share with us or something like that.
So you're looking for the trifecta of somewhere that can get you food, drink, and board, and potentially information while you're there.
Yeah, so, exactly. Somewhere that,
Well,
looks like the locals hang out, maybe. Not like the tourist trappy places.
Well, as you're kind of going down the strip, Llew notices as you're going down this main street, there's a lot of taller 2, even 3-story buildings, and there's one that just stands out as definitely more robust and just larger, more catchy than the rest, and it kind of definitely has a lot of people coming in and out of it. But he notices another rather large establishment just down the road that looks a little bit more run down. A couple of people sitting outside, but not nearly as many people just coming and going.
Okay. Can I tell, the place that looks a little bit more run down, do the people going in and out of there seem more like locals, or?
Would you roll an investigation check?
16.
With the 16, you notice that these people kind of sitting outside, I guess what I'll say is they look like they've been sitting there for a while, talking to not just the people sitting next to them, but kind of the other people sitting outside as well. Everyone seems to know each other.
Okay. I think we should go to that place down the street there.
Of course, my liege.
What, the old run-down one?
Yes. I think they seem to be locals. Perhaps we could get some information out of them about the road ahead.
Sounds good to me.
Little homie. I could find a place I could find a crevice to nap in there.
Sounds good to me.
Okay, we do that.
Yeah. Raven wants to see if there's a smithy in town so that maybe she could get her bow improved a little bit.
She has a metal bow?
Not a metal bow, but... Oh, wait, is there a Fletcher in town?
Did you roll an investigation?
I will roll an investigation check. That's
No dice.
On this main strip, she's not seeing any Fletcher shop, but there are side streets that do have shops on them that she could definitely choose to explore.
Does she
town further?
I guess she walks up to the inn and she sees some of the locals outside, and I'll ask one of them. Hey, gentlemen, do you know where I could find a Fletcher shop?
Place.
Oh,
look, it's one of them Furbolgs.
Yeah,
going there.
Pretty good, and you?
Good. Don't normally see many of your folk around our parts.
I don't think we come around here very often, I don't think.
Well, I guess we've kind of got a forest. I hear y'all like the woods.
Yeah, it's kind of our thing.
Well, Fletcher shop. Yeah, I guess, Earl's shop, could probably do whatever you're needing. He's, down 2nd Street on the left.
Thank you very much, sir.
Yeah.
And she makes her way down that way.
Are you just leaving the party?
Hey guys, I'm gonna go see if somebody can fix up my boat.
Oh, alright.
I'm going to get a drink.
Yes, that sounds pretty good to me.
I'm gonna put the horses up.
Ben's probably already inside.
Ben is going to join Krohl, but doesn't feel the need to say what he's doing.
Alright. So,
That was an ominous noise.
Krohl, would you take my horse as well?
Yeah, sure. No problem.
Thank you. Anyways, we'll get you all a seat inside.
Excellent.
Anything you're particularly looking for?
Well, not really.
Seeing as I don't drink anything.
I'll have you know. Drink anything now.
Alright, so everybody kind of gets in front of this inn and then does a little three-way split. Krohl and Ben head to the side of the tavern where they see that there's a stable, and Llew and Rackle are gonna head inside, and Raven walks down the street towards a Fletcher's shop that she's heard is over there. Let's do Raven first, real quick.
Okay.
Yeah, so I don't know. Alright.
I wasn't prepared for this.
As Raven walks down, the main street, just like the gentleman had said out front the tavern, she sees 2 streets down, and she takes a left, and after just a short jaunt down the road, she sees a big sign that says Earl's.
Okay. And she walks in.
Alright, and as she does, she's greeted by a older half-elf, by which I mean that, being a half-elf, he's actually pretty fucking old. Oh, how could I do ya?
Oh, so, we've been facing some hard stuff along the road.
Oh, I've heard about all kinds of trouble in our area, yeah.
And I was wondering if you could do a couple adjustments to my boat.
Oh. Well, let me see what you're working with.
And she presents him with her homemade furbolg bow.
Huh.
Handmade.
I've never seen something quite like this. It's truly one of a kind. You make it yourself.
Yeah, we all have to. It's one of the rite of passages thing. One of our rites of passage.
At least it was before the rest of my family disappeared into the void.
I just want my family back.
Oh, well, are you sure you want me meddling with it?
Yes, I'm always looking for. I'm always ready to. My kind doesn't have all of the knowledge in the world, and I would always like to. It's okay if somebody touches it and makes it better.
Right then. Well, if you'd be willing to leave her with me for the evening, I could see what I could do on it.
Oh, well, here you go.
And he takes it in his hands and sets it back down on the table.
It's made out of a weaved vine, and it has feathers on it, and the bowstring is made out of actual furbolg hair. Yeah.
It looks like a Navi bow.
And as he takes it and sets it back down on the table, he kind of nods his head up and down and goes, "Right. Oh. Well, what's your name then?"
My name is Raven.
Raven? Like the feathers?
Like the feathers.
And he pulls a small piece of paper and a writing pencil and jots down kind of a little work order. Well, seeing it, this is somewhat of a special order, I'll just say we will talk price when it's done.
All right.
And he nods again and picks up and turns around and kind of sets on a larger work table behind him. Well, I'll see you in the morning then.
Thank you very much, Mr. Earl.
Right.
Is he the Duke of Earl?
He's the Duke of Sandwich. Or is it the Earl of Sandwich?
I believe it's the Earl of Sandwich.
But I still got what you were going for.
Okay. And she heads back to the inn.
Krohl and Ben find their way to the stable rather easily, and they find a human male working in one of the stables.
Oh there! Mind if we put our horses up here for the night?
I mean, that's what it's for. You got the coin?
Sure thing. How much?
Well, you got 4?
Correct.
Alright, and y'all gonna be staying in the tavern tonight?
Yes, sir.
Well, so if you're doing 4, it's gonna be 25 gold. And you guys get this tag 5 coin off your room.
Excellent, excellent. I'll take that, and here you go. Hands him over 25 gold.
And he trades the chip and says, well, alright. And I'll give him, gives you guys like another little tag. I'll put him in stable 7 tonight.
Thank you, sir.
Right on.
Alright, let's get back in the tavern. And we go that way.
As Llew and Rackle move through the door, they see, like the outside of the establishment, it was, at one point in time, really polished and new and flashy, but things have kind of just, become somewhat run down by time, but everyone in here also seems like they've been somewhat run down by time. And, like the people outside, there's larger groups of people kind of talking, but, multiple clusters throughout the room, and, 2 bartenders being kept busy by everyone in the room.
Okay. I guess we'll head up to the bar. Good evening.
Good evening, sir. What could I do for you?
Well, I'll have a brown ale. Rackle, one for you as well.
Yes, I think that'd be fine.
Alright, we'll make that 2. And do you have rooms open for the night?
Sure do. What you looking for?
Well, Raven probably won't need a room.
You got a bird with you?
Of sorts. I suppose we'll call it 2 rooms.
Alright.
One for me, and one for all these other suckers.
Yeah, sounds about right.
2 doubles if you have them.
2 doubles? Well, now you're asking for a lot here. I've got 2 little singles, and then I got a double.
Alright, so then I guess we'll call it 3 rooms.
Right on. Alright, so just the drinks for now? You gonna be ordering any food later?
Yes, I'm sure that we will. I suppose call it steak and potatoes for 6.
Sounds good. Well, sir, you want to pay right now or you want to pay in the morning? I mean, it looks like the tab's going to be pretty big by the end of it all.
I'll settle it up tonight.
Sounds alright.
My coin!
Let's start it off with just 30 to go out the door.
Alright, sounds reasonable. I give him that.
Thank you, sir. And if you guys want to take a seat over there, that should accommodate, you said 6?
Yes, correct.
And we'll take your drinks out in a moment.
Wonderful. One more thing. Is there anyone here by chance who has come from farther east lately?
Farther east? Nobody comes ringing my bell right now.
Alright, well, I appreciate it. Thank you, sir.
Sorry, I couldn't help you out any.
Oh, no trouble at all. We're just headed that way and wondering about the road conditions. Nothing too serious.
Oh, well. I mean, I hear the roads are pretty good. At least the builder's road, that is.
No bandits about lately?
Oh, Halir's normally pretty quiet.
We'll take that.
Yeah.
Well, I thank you for the information. We will go and take our seats then. Alright, we go sit down.
Does Raven come in the door now?
Well, as Raven is reapproaching the bar, she sees Sana also walking up towards the tavern. Oh, hey. How's it going, Raven?
Oh, pretty good.
Where have you been?
Fletcher's shop.
Oh,
Getting
nice.
my bow work done. Need to go ask Llew if he can, I don't think I carry any shiny on me, so I have to. I gotta ask him for a little money to pay up my tab, I guess.
Well, from what I have been, it doesn't seem like money's too big of an issue.
Oh, I wouldn't say so. I mean, him being the prince and all, and things are weird out here.
Yeah, I mean, that's kind of what we're after, though, ain't it?
Yeah, I suppose.
Well, if I know Llew, he's probably going to be drinking tonight. And if you want money, ask for it before he sobers up.
Rob him blind!
Give me all your
fucking money!
Give me all your V-Bucks!
Here's the real question, though. Would Raven's furball morals allow her to do that?
I don't think she could steal from him, but she would definitely ask, "Hey, Llew, could I have some money?" And if he's like, "Yeah, here, you have my wallet."
Why do we all acting like Lew's a fucking tightwad, like he hasn't been bankrolling this whole operation up to now?
That is true.
Oh, you guys need new shit? Here you go.
Have some money.
I'm waiting for the day his dad cuts him off mid-campaign.
We're on a fucking mission for my dad.
You guys do have royal backing.
Yeah, that's why we got that loan from that bank.
I'm aware.
We got a small loan of a million coin.
It's only like 1,000. But still.
Rob him for more.
This is a royal mission.
Mm-hmm. We're gonna turn it right back around and go do a bank heist on your dad.
Okay.
Well, anyways, Raven and Sana walk in and take a seat at the table.
Hey, Llew?
Hello, Raven. Did you find the Fletcher?
Yeah, but I'd hate to ask. Could I have a little coin to pay for the repairs and stuff on my boat?
I'm sorry. I mean, I'm not saying no. You don't have money?
My people don't believe in money.
Ah, so you just
Barter.
But
Trade.
Interesting.
Remember the furbolgs on the road?
Ah, yes.
They brought all the stuff to barter for the seed?
Yes, I remember now. Yes. I'm sorry, Raven, too. If I offended you,
No, and
our cultures are very different.
No, and I promise that I'll work it back. That I'll repay you eventually. But
Oh no, it's fine. I will. We'll swing by there in the morning before we leave and settle up with the Fletcher.
Okay.
It's not a problem. I mean, you are aiding us in our royal mission. I suppose that we need everyone to be well outfitted.
She sits there like a shy child for a little while longer.
Well, cheer up there, Raven.
Would you like an ale?
Sure.
Sauna?
Why not?
So Lou's gonna look at his and Rackle's glasses, kind of judging how full they are, and then lean out of the bar and sort of catch the bartender's eye and flash him 4 fingers.
And you see him give a little nod back. A few moments later, the drinks get brought to the table and passed out, and then maybe 10 minutes after that, food's brought out.
Have Krohl and Ben showed up yet?
Oh,
Yeah, I would think we'd be there pretty quick.
they ain't got there before Sana and Raven.
Okay.
We just snuck in there and didn't say a word.
Just snuck in, sat down. So everybody enjoys their dinner. It's a nice hearty meal, steak, potatoes, and it's a nice way to end the day when you started it off on some cold jerky.
The jerky for breakfast slaps.
Does it?
Yeah.
I eat jerky a lot.
Yeah.
For
I
breakfast.
would not know.
Yeah. Especially when you're out on the drive and you forgot to get a pack of breakfast and you just stop off at Speedway and buy some jerky. Heck yeah.
Imagine not skipping breakfast.
All right. So nice dinner, right? Beautiful time, friendship, camaraderie. Everyone's winding down. The room keys, are brought over to you guys whenever you guys are ready to go to bed. You all do so. I don't know how 4 of you want to choose to split it up, but Sana is going to say to Raven, I found a nice place that we could sleep out over here. I don't think that the guy's got us any rooms.
Oh, that's fine. All right.
When you put it that way, Lou sounds like the biggest shithead. Like, oh, he didn't get us a room.
Got him. Didn't even offer.
Well, no, it's just, druids and all.
Mm-hmm.
They
I mean, to be
they
fair,
like to be close to nature.
to be fair, Kroll really doesn't need a room either. He could just wander town all night.
It's true.
You're out there sleeping in the woods and an elf runs by in a loincloth. Mind your business. He keeps running. Alright, I suppose it's time. It looks like they're closing down the bar for the night. Rackle, I suppose you could shack up with me. We'll put Ben and Kroll in the other rooms.
Ben has already gone to bed.
Of course he has.
Okay.
Well, he drank his water, ate his food, and that was about all he needed to do.
Which room did Ben go to sleep in?
One of the singles.
Alright.
Because he wants to be by himself.
Because he doesn't want to be woken up again while trying to get a good night's sleep.
Fucking asshole.
Ben! Ben!
Picks him up by his ankles again.
Ben, I just want to talk to someone. And you're the only one around here.
Slams open the door. Ben has a face mask on, face mask on,
Does
and then a
face
cucumber falls off. What? Oh!
Alright.
So everybody winds down. Blue, are you gonna pay your tab?
Yeah. That was, So, yeah, Lou heads up to the bar. Well, I suppose I should settle it up for the night.
Did Kroll give him the little token?
Token? The
Oh,
ticket thing there?
Yeah.
For the discount.
Yeah, I imagine he would have.
So, Lou brings up the token as well, and he said, the barkeep goes, alrighty, so, wait, nice, you guys brought some horses. Takes that. Well, it's gonna be 65 more, settle it up tonight.
Alright, here you are. And, good night to you.
You as well. All bar rooms are alright.
Do you have breakfast in the morning?
Well, we'll be making something.
That sounds like a threat.
As long as it's not raw fish, I am sure we will enjoy it.
Right on.
He's never gonna let you live that down.
Everybody
Sushi's pretty good.
goes to bed, and everybody wakes up in the morning. You all are free to tell me what you'd like to do.
Hello everybody, I hope you've been enjoying this episode of the Vassanoka Adventures. This is Harrison, probably not who you were expecting to hear, since RJ is normally the one who does these mid-episode breaks. Recently, I've jumped in to assist on the editing side of the podcast to help ensure we can get episodes out in a timely manner. But since RJ was working extra hard to make the climactic episode of the first Ornon arc a real spectacle, I took over producing this episode in its entirety. I'm not sure if I quite lived up to the high standards he sets, but I certainly did my best. A few quick notes. If you haven't listened to the Ornon finale I just mentioned, please go back and give it a listen. I was incredibly happy with how the story turned out, and RJ did an amazing job with the sound design. It really is a can't-miss episode. If you're not already, please subscribe to the show and turn on notifications so you don't miss any episodes. Once you're subscribed, consider sharing the show with a friend. Word of mouth is the best way to help us grow. As always, thank you for listening. We appreciate all of you, and we're so grateful to have your support. Now, back to the action.
Just gonna get up, get ready,
Not exactly,
eat some breakfast.
Get out, morning stretches, refreshed for the day, feeling much better.
Doing his calisthenics.
Yeah, basically.
Krohl, he's got to step outside and see if there's anything interesting outside, because why not? While the others are getting ready.
Alright.
Morning, Llew. Oh, good morning. I'm going to head down and get some breakfast before we leave.
Sounds like a great idea. I'll be down just a minute. Would you order me something? Egg or whatever they got?
Oh, yes, absolutely. All right, we'll do that.
Alright, as Sana wakes up, she is going to forage for some berries and nuts in the forest.
Raven's going with her.
Make some breakfast. Nom 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 nom. Eat as a squirrel so that you fill up quicker. And then you stay the same level of full when you go back to being a human.
Is that the way that works?
Apparently in this world it is.
100%.
Okay. I think Raven needs to roll for how well she can forage. See if she's just eating little pieces of bark or something.
I'm a fucking furball! I lived in the woods most of my life! I know what to eat!
I mean, bark's edible.
Some bark.
Fine, you want me to do a survival check? I'll do a fucking survival
I'm not
check.
the DM, I'm just saying.
That's an 18.
You survived.
Thank you.
And in fact, everybody survived. And everybody thrived. Also got back to their horses at the stable as one big posse.
Alright.
Llew, you think we could go over to the Fletcher shop real quick? So I can get my bow back?
Yes, absolutely. I was planning to swing by there on our way out of town.
Okay.
Anyone else have need of a stop, or shall we all go as a group and then leave from there?
I say we head out as a group. No need to stick around here too long.
I couldn't agree more. I think we all know where we're going.
Okay, so we're gonna all head down, to the Fletcher's shop, kind of on our way out of town here.
Yeah, so it's kind of like I said, just a small detour to the main road.
Right.
And then just, I think, Raven and we were going to walk inside.
Ding ding!
Ding dong.
Oh! Welcome back, Raven.
Hey, Earl.
This is a stick-up.
Give me back my bow, and also give me all your V-Bucks.
He pulls out 2 guns. No, this I'm thinking you of.
Hey man, how does this even work?
Reverse robbery.
Oh my goodness.
Huh? Don't worry. It's all good.
I'm worrying.
I just had to, on the fly decide how we're going to do this. Well, Raven, I've got to say, like I said, I've never worked on a boat quite like this before. I think that the modifications I was able to make were more than an improvement to what you had. The first challenge, of course, was trying to find something that would integrate well with this vine-like material you'd used. But I was able to find something similar from our ecosystem, and I kind of shows the material I've been working with, and I think I was effectively able to weave it in, and essentially I added an extra curve here which adds compounding force.
I never would have thought of that.
Yes, and then the other modification I was able to make was I replaced this string. I'm not quite sure where it came from, but this string here is just a little bit stronger, thicker, and it'll make better tension.
Can I just have another string?
Oh, sure.
And she wraps it around her neck and she makes a little necklace out of it.
Right. So, like I said, wonderful piece you've got here, and he hands it over the counter to Raven. Now, unfortunately, that material is going to just cost a little bit. my labor charge hardly is of order here. I had a great time working on it, but that material gonna be 45 gold.
Ooh, too expensive.
I think we'll just steal it back.
No, I'll,
Pulls out a gun. Yeah, this is a stick-up. Oh. Lou, we can't do that! Oh, yes, we can. We're doing it right now.
No, I'll pull 45 out and put it down on the counter.
Oh, thank you, sir. I assure you, whatever you are needing her services for, this bow will definitely be of better use now.
Well, I thank you for your good craftsmanship, sir.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you, Earl.
Well, like I said, it was my pleasure. I hope that it does you well. Have a good night. Sorry, have a good day.
You too.
Alright, time to leave and forget you ever existed. Bye!
On the road again?
Willie Nelson, get in here!
On the road again.
Well, so, actually, as you, are approaching the outskirts, well, not outskirts, you see, like, this main strip is kind of dying down. The city kind of keeps going. It just starts kind of being more small homesteads and farm, a little bit more farming land and whatnot. There's a road that goes to your right, and then the road that goes forward. And the road to the right is technically taking you off the Builder's Road. And Sana actually says, so, what do you guys think? Do you want to take the road down, or if we keep going, we can stop at Suma and get on the river there and take that down to New Halir?
Well, which way do you think would be faster?
No, it's hard to say. I'm not going to be the one to make the call, seeing as you're all PCs.
I say we just stay on the road. I mean, we're already mounted. No reason to find a ship.
Yes, we were very fortunate last time we needed that. Not sure if we'd be so fortunate this time.
Agreed.
Alright then, the road it is. I think we can make good headway today.
Yes, I think that we can get a lot done. And the party heads south.
Woohoo!
And I will officially tell you that if you'd gone to Suma, you would have found Brainley there.
We would have died.
Just gonna have to destroy all those plans.
Hey guys, it's good to see you again. Hey,
You're forgetting the really bad Australian accent.
hey guys.
Hi, mates! It's good to see you again!
How's it all going, mates? You blokes are here? Would never have expected that much.
Do you guys know him?
Actually, we get about 10 steps down the road and I go, actually, maybe we should turn around. The river does sound nice.
Crabbing that raw fish, huh?
No, I'm just kidding. We're taking the road.
Yeah.
Alright. More travel. More travel.
And we travel, and we travel, and we travel, and we travel.
As you guys are going, there are just these kind of small towns that you pass through. The road stays, you kind of just see a few small houses here and there, and you can see some barns and farmhouses, lots of farmland. And as you guys are going along, you are going to roll a perception check for me. Because I asked you to.
That's what you think!
And that's what.
So, Krohl got a
that's
5.
my power.
I saw nothing.
Dunn got a 14.
Raven got a 10. I'm rolling like crap today.
You guys are traveling down this road, and like I said, there's some light tree covering here and there. It's really just a serene time. You're just really enjoying yourselves. And then, before anyone really notices it, Ben notices a barn that's less than a mile down the road, and he can see it quite clearly. You can see smoke billowing out of the barn door.
Oh, and Ben's gonna get Winifred into gallop.
Wait, where are you going? Slow down!
There's a barn on fire up ahead.
Oh, well shit! And Krohl spurs Crystal on faster.
Yes, I'll spur on Preston as well.
I'll take to the sky.
And Deervan gallops forward
And Rackle follows as well. As you get closer, you're going pretty quick at this point. You come up on this farmhouse quickly, and you see that there is a group of goblins that are ransacking the house, and you see a number of humans all laying on the ground. Can't tell if any of them are alive, but most of, or all of them, are not really moving right now.
I would like to, as I'm coming up on them, take out my longbow and use the antique arrow to shoot at one of the goblins.
Attack roll.
It's going to be a 21.
21.
You stupid!
I'm 100% sure that's gonna hit, and hold on a second.
Wait, let me pull up their HP. I want to know if you killed them with one shot.
Why are you like this? 4 piercing damage.
Alright. As Ben is galloping up on Winifred, he knocks this ancient elvish arrow, loosing it as it goes through the chest of this goblin and then back, pulling back to his hand. And this goblin falls forward but staggers back to his feet, and the rest of this party all turn around. They're currently, you can see, all kind of bickering and fighting over this pile of grain, and there's also some tools from inside the barn and other stuff that they're all kind of arguing and messing with amongst themselves. And as Ben looses their arrow, they all turn around and are becoming aware. Would you say it was 4 damage, right?
Correct. 4 piercing damage.
And could you all roll initiative?
Yeah, third. I would like a good fight.
Ooh.
So the fight might be over before I get to go, but hey, what is life?
What is love?
Baby, don't hurt me.
Please hurt me.
Oh, right there.
Wow, I guess go first.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Too late, I already saw it. But I don't know your modifier, so whatever. I'm definitely not going first.
Oh, finally, something actually worth my time. 19 for Raven.
Alright, Raven is 19.
Yep.
Ben?
But once again got 21.
Krohl.
2. I literally rolled a 1 on
Llew.
my die, so.
15 for Llew.
Raven goes first. Heck yeah.
I rolled a 21.
Who did Rackle?
goes first.
What's your modifier?
Plus 3.
Hell yeah.
Roll again.
I'll fucking kill Rackle as well.
Just straight.
You've never
just a
liked
straight roll.
Rackle.
What's
Never like
straight
5.
Rackle goes first.
That goddamn son of a bitch, I'm killing him by the end of this campaign.
But you want to know what's even better? There's a goblin that goes before him still.
I mean, you already got to go first, technically.
Yeah, that is true.
I'm still gonna kill Rackle. Just on principle. He's shady and I don't like him.
He's the final boss. Don't worry, we'll get the chance.
He is the BBEG.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you think so?
I know so. Fuck Tiamat, it's him.
I've learned your ways.
Why do you hate him so
Secretly,
much?
I don't know, I
Tiamat
just
serves
do.
Rackle.
It makes me want to just turn him. Make sure that
Do it!
You just like right when like I'm gonna make you trust him so much.
You'll never get me to trust
Just
that
trust.
man.
I'm just gonna make him so much.
He can be
Nothing you
your
can
best friend.
Nothing you can do to make me trust that man.
So as Ben comes galloping up and shooting his arrow at this goblin, he turns around, lets out this shriek, and pulls a short bow off his back and shoots back at Ben.
Good fucking
20.
luck, bitch. What? Also, why is my AC down to 14? Oh, because I switched my armor for stealth. Because you all hate me. Anyways, we'll hit regardless, but yes.
4 piercing damage.
Okay.
Okay. Next up is going to be Rackle. He's going to gallop forward and take a slice at one of these goblins while on horseback with his rapier. And that is as he comes galloping forward, he sticks this rapier through the goblin's throat and pulls it out and he falls to the ground. Next up is Ben.
At this point, how close am I?
That was kind of a close range shot already, so at this point, you can either choose to dismount or try and make a swipe from horseback.
If I'm doing it from horseback, do I only get one attack with one swipe?
You would be, yeah, because you're mounted.
Ben's going to dismount Winifred and attack the one he was already attacking with his short swords.
Okay.
Or I'm sorry, with a short sword and a long sword. So the short sword is 14 against AC.
That does not hit.
Well, neither will 7.
Aren't you happy you went first?
Raven?
Raven's gonna change from being a deer, and she's gonna get on her knee and take a shot with her newly improved longbow.
Alright.
Oh, that's a 24.
That will hit.
Oh, and that's 8 damage.
Alright, this guy takes this shot in his shoulder and is blasted to the side, but is very close to dead. And next up, Sana.
A bear! Oh my god, it's a bear!
He's gonna fly up, turn to a bear, come slamming down on top of him.
You a butt bomb?
I thought of doing that when I was playing it.
You guys see as this eagle comes flying in and then poof, turns into a bear and drops on this group of goblins.
Let's go!
So you get to make 2 attacks.
Sucks to be that goblin.
And it's gonna hit. So it's gonna be 1d8. So that guy super dead.
I would think so.
I would hope so.
And so as this bear drops on this goblin, it just gets picked up, kind of mauled down a little bit, and then ripped in half. Next up is a different goblin who is going to take a swipe at Benny Boy.
Benny boy.
Fuck these hoes. They don't do shit.
Wow, dude, you gotta stop saying that for real. I mean, like that's.
No, keep saying it.
That's
It's more,
21.
it's more entertaining.
I assume it's gonna hit, so I'm gonna roll for damage. 1d6. It's gonna be 4 piercing damage. Or sorry, slashing damage. Next up is a Llew.
Okay. Alright, so we're like up on him now, right?
Yeah, everyone's kind of rushed in.
Okay. I'm going to dismount and then draw my long sword and slash at one of the goblins.
Get it?
Ooh, there we go. Nat 20 plus 25 total.
That will hit.
I would certainly hope so.
And you can roll for double damage.
I'd be genuinely concerned if that did not work.
So 15 damage total.
And you're able to take off this goblin's head.
Damn.
Alright, next up is going to be 4 goblins, all before Krohl. And they're gonna all kind of take a rush forward and going to go after. One's gonna go after Sana, one's gonna go after Raven, Krohl, and Llew.
Sounds good.
Fuck you guys.
Haha. So Krohl, I assume a 5 does not hit.
Probably not.
19 for Llew, maybe.
Yes.
10.
No.
And a 7 will also not hit. So it's just going to be that hit on Llew. 1d6 plus 2 for 5 slashing damage.
Okay.
Next up is going to be Krohl.
Okay.
Krohl the Fallen.
The one that attempted to attack Krohl is going to come galloping up on them and literally jump.
I'm sorry, you were still on horseback?
I was. I have not
Alright,
dismounted.
so that guy's just gonna attack somebody different. Because it doesn't make sense for him to run that far forward. Unfortunately, that means it's gonna be, Ben. But
Ben.
that still wouldn't hit Ben. So we're just gonna change
Okay.
that.
Get fucked, bitch!
Alright, so the one that attacked Ben then, Kroll's gonna ride up on him, literally jump off of Crystal mid-gallop, and try to bring his trident down on his chest, using his momentum to drive it into the ground.
Can I get an athletic check?
I will do my best. No promise.
It's not like you're playing.
How's a nat
Kohatsu.
20 plus 6?
It's real good, and I'm gonna give you advantage on this attack roll.
Ooh, baby.
And I'm also gonna give you advantage on your damage roll.
Oh, let's go. That is a 17 against AC.
That will hit.
Yes, let's go! That's 15 piercing damage.
And as Kroll leaps off of Crystal, he brings his trident down on this small goblin and just pierces him to the ground, and he sees the light vanish from its eyes.
Ah, that's how it's done, Ben!
And we are back to the top of the order. This goblin that Ben had hit with his arrow is going to now rush forward at him and take a swipe. 12.
No. Well, I'm probably gonna hit. Who the fuck this guy think he is?
Well, he's trying to hit you.
He's a failure.
Rackle is going to stay on his horse and he's going to cast Magic Missile as he starts strumming on his guitar. So he's 1, 2, 3, 4. Get out of my head. So he's going to cast it as a second level spell so he can hit everyone with the dart. And as he does, the goblin that was running up on Ben and just taking a swipe at him falls forward and lies dead.
I had it, Rackle.
I'm sorry, just trying to help out. And next up is Ben.
Ben's gonna give another sour expression to Rackle. And I guess find another thing to attack, which he would like to be Rackle, but won't be.
Well, you're going to get advantage as well as they're on 3 of the 4 remaining targets as they start to retreat after just watching all this magic blast into them.
Whichever one is closest to Ben currently.
Alright.
He's attacking with the longsword this time first. Fuck you, 12.
That does not hit.
Yeah, short sword, 22.
That does hit.
7, 9 piercing damage.
And as you come around with this short sword, he ducks the long sword but misses the short sword as it comes around and flashes across his chest. He falls over and he's dead. Next up is it's actually Sana, who is going to chase
What
after.
about Raven?
All right, it's Raven.
Seeing that the goblins are retreating, Raven rushes to the farmstead and starts trying to put out the fire
All right,
with control flames.
all right. So you're going to snuff out the flame.
Mm-hmm.
All right. I mean, not really a roll for that, but since everything's kind of already out of control, can I just get a survival check?
Can I do it with advantage because I actually have the control flames spell?
Yeah.
Okay, that's an unnatural 20.
So yeah, with an unnatural 20, Raven is able to quickly get these flames under control, and is able to calm them down as as they become smaller and smaller. Unfortunately, there is already a large amount of damage that's been done, but she's able to stop the flames from doing any further damage. Sana's going to take a chase after these two goblins that are fleeing. And she is able to make a swipe across the chest of one of them, and as he gets hit by this bear paw, gets thrown into the air and falls to the ground like a ragdoll. And now there is one goblin that is running, trying to escape, and you can see as he's kind of limping. And then there's this other, much larger goblin who is, you can see him screaming at this other goblin, "Man your post! Don't flee, you coward!" He is reared up and ready for battle.
Oh, you know he did.
Next up is Boo.
Alright, I'm going after the big guy.
Gotta be good.
Hit him with the side flick. 23.
That will hit.
Get him with that regular schmegula.
So 10 points of slashing damage. And then I'm going to use my action surge to hit him again.
Go for it.
That's probably not going to do it. That's 11.
That does not hit. As Llew comes around with his sword and comes across the belly of this goblin, it staggers to the side, but stays on its feet and just is sneering at Llew and,
This is all gonna be ours.
I think not.
He is going to make the next attack swing. The 21 hit.
On me?
Yeah.
You better believe it.
For 5 slashy.
Slashy flew.
Slashy dammy.
Damn, he's slashy.
Alright, I'm good.
Alright, next up is Krohl.
Krohl, seeing Llew being attacked by this bigger goblin, about how far away from him would you say I am?
Did you dismount? Yeah.
Yeah, remember I jumped off of Crystal.
Yeah, I mean, everything's still pretty tight. Like, you're within 20 feet, probably.
Alright, I'm going to cast Death Grip as a bonus action, and going to pull him directly to me, kind of like using the Force. And then he has to make a strength saving throw.
Okay.
God, I wish I was
I have a
higher
feeling he might be
strength.
okay with those.
Strength. No, he's not. It's a 9.
A 9? Let's go! Yeah, he's getting yoinked right at me, and as he comes flying at me, I'm gonna batter up with my greatsword and attempt to strike him. How's a 19?
That will hit.
Cool.
Yeah, that'll be perfect, because I already sliced him across the stomach, so you just hit right where I hit.
Just finishing the job. is all.
Continuing through.
Well, that's if I could fucking roll some damage. God, it's D6. That's 7 slashing damage.
Well, it doesn't matter, because this guy, as you pull him to you and stick out your blade, he just crumples and 2 parts fall to the ground.
Another good fight under the belt,
Hey, I warmed him up for you.
and I greatly appreciate it.
Well fought, everyone!
Raven, how is the fire?
It's out.
Can I investigate these people that are dead, the farmstead, or whoever they are?
I'm gonna go see if any of them are still alive.
Well,
That's a good
That's
thought.
kind of what I'm getting at.
Well, you said I'm gonna investigate the dead people. That sounds like looting.
I said the farm people.
No, you did say dead.
You
Did I say
dead?
dead? I meant
Yes.
farm people. Whatever.
I'm gonna see if any of them are alive, because I feel more optimistic
Ben
about
is
this.
also going to, because if so, he can fucking kill them if needed.
So, you're gonna go check on the people.
Sure,
Yes.
we'll check on the people.
Alright. You find
Oh,
it was one small family, a man, a wife, and 3 children. And you see that the man is barely breathing. You see his chest ever so slightly puffing up. His younger son, you see him prepped up on a barrel, and he is also breathing heavily. He looks a little bit more conscious than his father.
Who are you?
Don't worry about that. Just save your strength. Lie still.
What about Mom?
We will check on her. Just stay still. Don't move.
Ben is going to use Cure Wounds on this young man. Basically, anybody he finds alive, he's going to use a mix of Cure Wounds and Good Berry, like whatever would work better for what they need, depending on how bad off they are.
Raven's helping him with the triage.
Well, unfortunately, these are the only 2 survivors.
Uh-oh.
As a daughter, son, and mother are lost.
Unfortunate.
Thank you, kind strangers.
Of course. Why did they attack your homestead?
Those damn creatures. Last night I heard something, and then before I knew it, they were just in my barn. I tried to fight them off, but there was some kind of hole they dug, and it just seemed like more and more kept coming.
A hole, you say?
The hole is in the barn.
That's right.
Raven, Ben, stay with them, tend to their wounds. Krohl, Rackle, come with me. We'll go investigate this hole.
We do that.
And as Llew and Krohl and Raven and Rackle all make their way over into the barn, amidst burnt embers, hay, and soot, there lies a large hole in the back corner stall of this barn. You can see kind of a small little makeshift ladder that goes down into the ground.
Son of a bitch. Now we know where they're coming from. I'll bet there are more. What should we do? Go after them or seal the hole?
Well, it wouldn't be wise to go down now. We should, at the very least, tend to our wounds before we endeavor to go down this. And perhaps we should send word back to the town that there are goblins tunneling into houses.
Well, I could take a message back to the town of Harmony.
Yes, that would be good. Head back to Harmony. We shall stabilize the situation here, and when you return, we will find out what's down there.
Right. All right. I'll be back as soon as I can.
Sounds good. I'll post up here.
All right, Krohl. That's wise. Keep a careful watch out. If anything even seems suspicious, sound the alarm.
Will do.
All right, I'm going to head back outside.
And that, I think, is where we're going to leave tonight's session, as we have discovered a hole into the deep dark. Who knows what lies below the surface, and Ben and Raven tending to this family that unfortunately has been broken up by the evil that is spreading into the land.